So it's been a minute since I put out a video because honestly the last few weeks at work have been pretty boring. And I have a 3-day weekend this weekend. It's Memorial Day. And I've decided, okay, let me go back a little bit. But two years ago, I went out and I got tired of having warped rotors. So I bought these right here. I don't know if you can see in there. I'll show you when I take it off. But I bought cross-drilled rotors and I bought ceramic pads because I wanted to be able to stop real good. I think it lasted about 500 miles before they warped. And I went to there's a whole break-in process, and you know, you gotta basically like this. You know, you go from 40 to 10 miles an hour 5 times in succession, hard acceleration to 40, then down to 10, and you do that 5 times, and then you do 35 to 5 times, and you do this all in a real rapid succession, and then you drive for 5 minutes and let the brakes cool off, and that kind of sets the pads and sets the brakes, and that's what I did. And I still warped the pads. I still warped the rotors. So this time I went a little bit bigger. Last time I got cross-field rotors from a generic company. It's not worth even mentioning them because they were just crap. Basically, I took a road trip from Albuquerque to Lincoln, Nebraska, and they warped on that trip, like almost instantaneously. So this time I've got a little bit more hardcore. I got this here. Carbon fiber ceramic performance pads. They should be able to go to 1500 degrees, which is way more than I'll ever get it to. This is cruiser. And then I bought these. Let's see this. There we go. Unboxing. See, these are the cross drills. Those are the slots. Cross drilled and slotted rotors. Instead of just cross drilled. One rotor was the same price as 2 rotors on that over there. Not to brag, and I'm not trying to brag, but OEM brake rotors are like $40. These ones were like $50. Those ones, $150. So we'll see how they work this time. I'm going to set it all up tonight. It's about, I couldn't wait. I've been working all day. It's 9:30 at night, and I decided I'm going to go ahead and do some brakes. Because I got a road trip coming up next week. Going down south. It's not going to be a real big one, probably 3-hour drive, but I want to kind of have all this stuff done to do that. So I'm going to get going after the brakes. First I'm going to take the wheel off, and then I'm going to inspect these pads, see how they did. Alright, let me get this all taken apart. Well, I'm under here now, and I'm looking at it, and this is not the right side, but it's just kind of a comparison. So this is what we're going to go to, has these right here, and this is what I have. Just the cross drilled. Yeah, and it still has quite a bit of pad, see, in there. It probably has, I don't know, I have to look at the old pads, but it has a lot of pad left. But they're ceramic pads and not the carbon ceramic. I already got them paid for. Let's take a look at oh, that's not working. But yeah, before I go on any other big road trips, I'm gonna have to get these upper control arms fixed, taken care of. Yeah, that's definitely on the list of things to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and then I'm gonna pull this all apart, take a look at those pads. I bought the whole thing off of Amazon, not Amazon, but rockauto.com. So if I decide to send the pads back, I can definitely mail them back. But let's take this all apart and see what we got going here. Okay, so I got the rotor on. On this instance, it's very easy because there's literally a sticker that says front driver's side. But you want this angle to kind of look like, you know, they're moving in the direction that the tire would spin. So, yeah. But here's the new one. Here's the old one. I mean, it got pretty hot. I went ahead and these pads are like brand new, but these are carbon ceramic pads, so I think I'm going to use them. Yeah, I think I'm going to use these. So let me slap these all on, and we'll see how it all bolts together. Also, one of the most important things to do is they come with these new little right here. They come with these little rubber things. Come with these little grease packets that you put, basically it looks like anti-seize. And you gotta when you put the brake calipers back together, you got this bracket right here. And you want to put these new things on there with the fresh oil. So yeah, I'm gonna keep assembling this, and yeah, almost done. Got halfway done with the front driver's side. So all right, let's keep going. Okay, so I finished the brakes all up, and I got them both installed on both sides, and while the car was up on the jack stands, since this car is low and I'm kind of gotten a little bit bigger, well, I'm getting fat, but I decided to go ahead and change the oil at the same time I was in there. And here's the old brakes right here. See, they were pretty glazed. I don't know, the new brakes just seem like they're a lot more beefy. They have a lot different coating on there. And so there's the drills, and there's the slots. The coolest part of the whole thing, other than installing the brakes, the cool part was setting the brakes. So you basically have to break in the brakes, and it's kind of like a final curing of the pads. And what you have to do is you have to do 10 hard brakings, and the first 5 is, according to the thing, it's 45 to 10 miles an hour. Do that 5 times in rapid succession. So all you're doing is taking the pause it takes to accelerate back up to 45 miles an hour, and you hit the brakes real hard, and just as hard as you can give it, and the ABS light will come on, I've never done that. You do that 5 times, and the next you do 35 to 5 miles an hour 5 times. And then just to make sure the was really seated, even though it didn't say it in the brake part, in the directions, I went ahead and went from 60 to 5 miles an hour. And then I did it. And when I did that, I got those brakes real hot. You could just smell the brake smell, the hot brakes. And then I cruised from there about 45 miles an hour and cruised for about 5-10 minutes, let them cool down. And even when I got down to the light about 10 minutes later, they got really grabby. And they were really cool. So got the brakes done. Found an old radar detector, got that set up in here. So here's the Lincoln inside. So I found this old radar detector right here. I got that set up, and now I have the camera set up in the right spot. I went ahead and hardwired that camera in, so anytime the car is running, that camera is running. What else did I do this weekend? Oh yeah, I did go buy a new wrench. I bought had to buy a 30 millimeter deep socket right here. This socket, here's the new, what is this, 24, and then a new 18. And here's the new wrench. right here. And here's the next upgrade, the beginning, right here. This is a $150 bolt. I'm going to be changing out the Watts linkage in the back, and that'll be the next video for the Lincoln. I'm probably still going to do videos of driving, but there's not a lot of really interesting stuff going on there, so this is kind of my fun thing, working on my Lincoln. Yeah, if you got this far, I appreciate y'all watching my video, and thank you very much. And if subscribe and write comments, I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability. Thanks.